Hey guys, welcome back to Money Making Mondays. My name is Clayton Dybert. I am a real estate agent. I have been for the last 6 years. I got my experience working in the Fraser Valley of British Columbia in Canada, and I'm now bringing my expertise down to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And the name of the game for these money making videos is to bring you guys as turnkey real estate investment opportunities as possible, showing you guys where cash flow is coming in, how people are making money down here, and the opportunities that it opens because the opportunities are everywhere. I'm just showing people where the river is. If you don't want to drink it, that's fine. I'm teaching you how. So today, I actually walked through this house yesterday, and this house excites me. This house has a bit of a bigger price tag on it, but I'll give you a quick brief rundown of this house from looking at it right here. You've got there's three gates here, A, B, and C, right? This whole thing is one house, but the main house in the middle is right here. This is the main house, right? It's only 2 bedrooms, but it's split level. It's super cool. The finishings are phenomenal. It's every inch of this house has been meticulously like thought out, and this place I'll show you. But and then on this side over here, this is where the pool is, and there's actually two separate 1 bedroom suites stacked on top of each other that are the same, and they're this whole package is coming fully furnished. As you know what, I'm just gonna tell you the price right now. It's listed at 979 USD, which is $1,400,000 Canadian. So 1 bedroom suites stacked on top of each other on these sides. They have separate entries. No one ever has to go through this gate. This gate is separate, and there's a gate between here, so they can only access this. And they have their own laundry. They have their own hot water heater. Everything is done perfectly. On this side, there's a studio suite down below, and then there's also a 1 bedroom loft studio. And in total, those 4 units make $4,000 USD, which is 5,400 Canadian of rental income, and that's before even looking at the main part of the house. So follow along here. I'm just going to show you guys quickly the location of this house, because this isn't a typical location for a house like this. This is in a very cool spot. So it's actually one of my favorite neighborhoods. We've been here before. So if you look here, here's the airport, and here's the marina where the cruise ships coming in. Here's the main marina. And coming down here, this is the hotel zone where all the big high towers are along the hotel zone. Let's zoom into here a little bit. And right here, we've got Plaza Caracol, which is a big mall. It's actually where my gym is and where my office is. And then right here, we are in the corner of Versalles. So I've talked a lot about Fluvial and Versalles. And here's Costco and La Comer. The house is right here. So let's take a look for counting here. Blocks 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks of walking, and you are at a public access point to the beach. Now this is Playa Oli. It's not a bad spot by any means. I'd say it's quite lovely. Then of course Versailles is just packed full of like every restaurant you could possibly imagine, local shops, coffee shops, everything. It's such a cool area. It's between Versailles and Fluvial. It's my favorite neighborhoods in Puerto Vallarta, and I'm going to be doing more videos on the different areas of Puerto Vallarta to really showcase them to you guys, as well as some more history and storytelling myself. But anyways, so let's go back to this house. So I'll do my best to explain it. The pictures aren't in order, which that really rattles me with such a nice property, and so much time went into the design, the layout, the furniture, and which this place is fully furnished. It comes with everything. And it's so well thought out. And then the pictures, I'm sure the photographer worked really hard to take all the pictures, and then they put the pictures up and they aren't even in order. So it's so hard to see the layout and see what this house truly has to offer, which I see as an opportunity. Being a buyer's representative, I think it's awesome because other people can't see, they get confused, and it makes it harder to understand, and then they don't want to see it. I've helped many of my clients get wicked deals because of poor marketing. Not saying this is bad marketing, just saying. So as you're showcasing, there's the property right there and showing just how close. Pop out here, and the beach is right there. Oh, I love this spot. So this is on the right hand side where the pool is. And again, this is a 1 bedroom suite and a 1 bedroom suite completely separate from the house. So this is when you walk in the front door. It's a split level. There's living room here. There's a dining room down here. Up here is a second living space with a deck that is just so peaceful. For where this is located, how central it is and how close it is to busy areas of town, it's so quiet and peaceful. It's like it's in this weird like little bubble, and it's so great. And then yeah, up here there's also a little office space, and then in behind here is the kitchen. We'll see that. So, and then it jumps to this is a, which one is this? This is the loft. This is the, on the left hand side, this is the loft space. This is the downstairs. They have this glass door opening to a little space that's open to above. It's a little nature spot. It's quite nice. And like even all the suites are done with like top of the line materials, quality furniture. Like, where do you find a rental with this kind of artwork? Like, it's crazy. So this is coming in again, the main part of the house. So this is the upstairs living room where he's got the office set up, and there's the balcony out here. Back to the pool. See what I mean? It's all over the place. It's hard. It's a good thing you got me. Again, this is just looking in the main entry. This is the patio that's off of the second upstairs living space. And again, like even just being out here, even though like right behind you is a medical building that separates you from the busy street, which is Avenue Los Tules. And yeah, it's super quiet. Peaceful. So this is the, what is this? This is the studio apartment. Yes, this is the studio apartment. It's kind of hard to tell because there's no door here. It's just like a half partition wall between the rest of the living space and the bedroom of the studio. And this is a little outside balcony area they've made. It's super cute. Let's call that. Let's use that word. Let's say cute. And there's a tree that comes out and it's opened up above. And here's looking at it from the other angle. Here's your living space, little table. There's a TV tucked into the entryway closet here. And the studio bathroom is actually like one of the nicest bathrooms in the house. It's super modern. It's like so the kitchen's actually like a little mini kitchenette. You just get a little 2-burner electric stove top, toaster oven, mini fridge, some cabinets, and a sink. But hey, you know what? It's a studio in the wicked area, and this is rented out, and it makes some pretty good money. And this is the downstairs on the right-hand side, 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment. These two are mirrored, so like they're the exact same up and down. The only way I tell the difference is between the furniture. They've got like patio furniture more or less here, which is not on par with the rest of the house's furniture, but you know what? That's okay. All 4 of these extra suites that I'm showing you all have separate laundry. They have their own hot water tanks. Like, they've got everything. So here again, all the artwork for a rental place, nice finishings, good quality, like furnishings and everything you need. Like it's equipped. Cabinets are really nice. And I actually got to speak to the owner. This is the upstairs unit. So see how it's like the same layout, but different furniture, but more or less the same. Bathrooms are nice. Bedrooms are great. So I actually got to talk to the owner, and he told me about when he designed and built all the suites. The house was already there when he bought it, but then he designed and built the other thing. And this guy's a complete G. He's a super smart guy, a little bit older, but yeah. So this is back on the left-hand side with the loft where that first picture was. Oh, so there's the main living space down here, and then going up these stairs is where the kind of bedroom area is. Okay, here's downstairs, living space, kitchen, cool little open air, kind of Japanese style. Bathroom, powder room under the stairs, more storage. Okay, then up here's the loft. We've got like a partitioned off area of room with a little glass wall here, big open bedroom. We have a little office space here and into a master bathroom. Oh, and we're back into the main house. This is coming for the split level, the front entryway, living room, dining room, looking towards the kitchen, and you'll notice this whole landing space here. I'll show you that in a minute. And then the kitchen, and again, everything is just so crisp and so clean and so well put together and well thought out. It's a great spot. This is the second bedroom that's downstairs in the main house. It's got its own ensuite, lots of closet space. And this is the little no, this is the ensuite. And then right here, there's a powder room inside the stairwell casing. There it is. They don't show you the toilet, but it's there, I swear. And this is the main master bedroom upstairs. There's a balcony looking out over the street. There's also a super cool, it's so lovely. All the greenery and plant life they've done here. There's also a Romeo and Juliet balcony, which he says is the favorite part of the house, because you can see the living room, you can see the upper living room, you can see the dining room, all from that little balcony. Nice his and hers, sink, mirrors right to the corner, in the ensuite bathroom, back again up to that second living space with the office set up. Yeah, so this is a wicked house. So let's dive into the numbers, because there's so many options of what you can do with this place. I did 2 spreadsheets, understanding that different people are going to want different things. So, and this place, like I say, it's high quality, and it's currently the 4 units are currently rented out. They make 4,000 USD, which is 5,400 Canadian. And that's what I did the first spreadsheet for. Okay. So I blacked all this part out because it's not really relevant. We're not looking at Airbnb on this one. This one, we don't need to. This one brings in so much high quality revenue from long-term rentals that you don't need to deal with the rest of it. If you wanted to, you could make a little extra money. You can run with it. That's fine. So this is based on the scenario that you live in the main 2-bedroom part of the house and you rent out all of the other units. Okay. So looking at your monthly bills, you're looking at, $375 Canadian per month to just have it operating. That's not including if you're borrowing any money for the purchase. Just keep that in mind, as we do a cash on cash. So 1.32 Canadian is the number. Closing costs at 6%. No furniture needed for this place because this place is so well equipped and furnished. It's incredible. And like I said, I know details of the guy that's moving, and he's not taking any of his furniture. I'll just say that. I'm bypassing all of this because that's based on vacancy rate, based on Airbnb stuff, and management fees based on if you had property management for short-term rentals. So I bypassed all of that and literally just plugged in the numbers and the expenses. And this is what I got. So you could be living in the house, having all the expenses for the house paid for. So other than any borrowed money, living there for free and making 4.3% on your money. And then if you were to take that money and reinvest it into GICs at a 13% annual return and reinvest the money 6 months at a time, 6 months GIC, 6 months GIC, and supposing actually I changed that to a 5%. The peso has been, it's killing me. I know it's making it harder to purchase, but I'm telling you, if you have the ability to buy an investment down here, get your money out of Canada, get your money out of the inflation, get your money out of the taxes, have a bank account down here, have a property down here that generates you income, and keep your money out of Canada. And while the peso is still increasing, because the peso in the last year made like between 20 and 25% on the Canadian dollar, which means the Canadian dollar has been going and the peso has been going strong. And I keep looking at reports. I've been watching it really closely, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of sign in stopping. We just hit a year high for the Mexican peso. And so let's say suppose it gains an extra 5%. You're investing your money from your profits, and you also have the currency exchange. The peso is gaining power, so it's gaining buying power over the Canadian dollar. So that's actually bringing you up to like a 4.96, almost a 5% return while you're living in the house. That's crazy. I know this video is a little bit long. I'm sorry, but this house is super cool, and there's a lot of details, and I feel like it needs to be gone over. So The next scenario I ran was if you were to rent out the entire house. Now, notice in all these expenses, actually, let's take that into zero as well. All of your expenses would be covered by the tenants because that's how it works here. The bills can be in your name, but they get delivered to the house, and then the tenants take the bills and then they pay them. And so your bills are going to be next to nothing. I kept in some repairs and consumables. Consumables is more so if you're running an Airbnb. So let's just call it repairs. 2,000 pesos a month, along with your property insurance and your property taxes, which, as you know from talking to me, is next to nothing. It's basically like between 10 and 20% of what you would be paying in Canada for the similar property. So that brings your bills down to $228 per month, along with not like that house. I was talking to the listing agent as well as looking at comparables. And actually, we were talking to the owner as well. We figure 3,000 USD was the number for the house because of the quality of the house, the quality of the furnishings, the quality of the honestly, the vibe that place gives off. It's such a peaceful space that people with money will pay high dollars to live there, despite it being only 2 bedrooms. But I mean, people pay that much to live in condos here all the time. A luxury condo can cost you $3,000 easy US dollars. So 3,000 USD, that is what is that? 4,050 Canadian dollars. So totaling, that's 7,000 USD or 94.50 Canadian. So when you punch that in, if you rent out the whole house, you're making a 7.9% return on your money because your bills are lower, your income is higher. And then, of course, we come down to the investment side of things. If anyone wants to be in contact with my investment lady with the Activar bank that is down here, which a lot of people seem to be jumping over to because they have great banking service as well as investments. But yeah, right. So basically taking 6 months of your rental income, putting into a GIC, and then basically just rinse and repeat of every 6 months, you take your next 6 months of profits along with the first month that was sitting in a 6-month term GIC and loop it all together into the next GIC and just compound and snowball. And these GICs they're giving out right now, you can get them at 13% annual on a 6-month term, and they pay out weekly, but you can just reinvest your findings. And full disclosure, in previous videos, there was an error and a miscommunication with the way the amortization schedule worked for the investment itself, as well as a error in my spreadsheet, which I've now fixed. So for looking at all of this, you are now boosting your ROI up to a 9.1%, which is a total of $127,000 in a year of income from this house. So, and just by, reinvesting your money and factoring in the currency exchange of 5%, that reflected in the spreadsheet, perfect. That's a gain of 13% on the money you're already bringing in, which was going to be 110,000 to begin with. It's crazy. So that wraps up my video for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Casa Nilo in Versalles in Puerto Vallarta, and it's a killer and it's a beautiful home. High price tag, but my goodness, is it worth it? So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and even share it with someone that may want to hop into an opportunity like this. I post these every second Monday. I'm going to get into a little bit more video on the YouTube channel where I tell a little bit more about my story and a little bit more of my opinion on what I see happening with regards to real estate investing here in Puerto Vallarta, as well as in contrast to what's happening in British Columbia, because a lot of my clientele is in British Columbia, as that's where I did business before and that's where my networks are. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.